All right, welcome everyone. We're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we're here for Attack on Titan, Season 3, Episode 2. Woo! All right. Kenny the Ripper has made his move.
Yep.
And they're getting right into the action of this. Based on what we've seen in the trailer, this is probably going to be part of the bit where Levi just goes nuts on the ODM gear, which... I mean, let's be honest. That's
animation, that would be pretty cool.
Half of the reason why Season 1 was so good was the ODM gear. Oh my god.
Yeah.
But specifically, like, the man, the myth, the legend, Levi himself on the ODM gear.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Woo! It's so good. So good.
Cute fangirl screaming.
There was something that was brought up in the previous episode where Aaron was like, hey, Hanji, there's a conversation between Ymir and Bertolt that's very important. I went back and looked at the episodes from Season 2, and I have a little bit of a transcript, which I'll be referring to here when we get into the discussion. So if you want to hear that discussion, make sure to stick around for that at the end of the episode reaction.
He thinks he's on the trail or something.
I'm on the trail or something. My name means dog for a reason.
Sure.
I'm finding it. All right, guys, I'm really excited. I'm hyped. Without further ado, let's get into it. Oh! He just threw the sword at him! Kaboom! That thing had like a shotgun, like... Oh! Oh my god! Yeah! Yep. Oh, yeah. No bueno. Yeah. Oh! Oh! Oh, crap! Oh, yeah. Whoa! They were ready for that. Oh my god! What? What? This animation! Oh, wow. God. Like, so worth the wait. Like, whoa! I can't even think. Oh, wow. Yeah, it's straight up like a western. Oh my god. Whoa.
ガキには大人の事情なんてわかんねえもんさ。教えた処世術がこんな形で役に立ったとはな。
Okay, so he was a mentor, yeah.
って言葉を俺は教えなかったか。これじゃあおめえがどっから上からどうか。
This is not looking good, guys.
なあ、リヴァイ。どうしてお前が調査兵になったか俺にはわかる気がするよ。ああ、大いなる目的のためなら殺しまくりだ。お前だっててめえのために殺すだろう。
He's gonna throw another one. Whoa!
隊長だ。
Whoa!
助かったよ、チェイサー。
Oh my god, the chase is on. Here we go.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a distraction. Nice. Oh!
Yeah.
Oh! Oh, he's dead! He's dead! Oh my god, here we go! Oh!
銃声です。
Oh! Oh!
兵士長からの伝言はこう。これからは巨人だけじゃなく、
Yeah.
人と戦うことになる。
それって。
So what happened to him?
隊長。
Did he actually get shot? Oh, finally bit the dust.
死人がどうやって返事するってんだ。やられたぜ。
Where'd he get him?
そういや、
He did it, yeah, it does it. Oh, he did?
所持が認められてたな。俺の夢が遠のいちまうだろうが。
おい、エレンたちだ。
Yep, and here's Oh, okay, cool. Oh my god.
なんだありゃ。
Oh, that's so good!
奴らは対人の戦闘に慣れて、もう3人やられた。
エレンたちを取り戻すためには躊躇するな。
Oh, people could die right here.
分かったか。
Well, people will die.
Yeah, yeah, but I mean, like, people we care about could die. Yeah. Oh! Oh, wow!
動きだ。
Oh my god, Sean! You can't hesitate, buddy!
Oh. お前と話したいと思っていた。この小さな世界は変わろうとしている。希望か絶望か。中央は人類の未来を託すに足る存在か否か。選ぶのは誰だ。
Great
誰が
questions.
選ぶ。お前は誰を信じる。
何をやるつもりだ。
Change
毎度おな
things.
じみの博打だ。
Gamble, yeah, Erwin is kind of a
He loves to do
gambler.
that.
Yeah. Oh god. Oh. Whoa,
Yeah.
Armin. Character development, holy crap. Wow.
Yeah.
じゃん、一つわからないことがあって。
なんだ。
銃を撃って君を助けた時、僕は正直間に合わないと思った。
それは
Yeah.
相手が一瞬撃つのを躊躇した。そうだろう。
あれすまねえ。俺がすぐにやらなきゃいけなかったの。
きっと優しい人だったんだろうな。僕なんかよりずっと人間らしい人だった。
Oh, I knew he was gonna make that comparison, yeah.
引けた。
お前が綺麗なまんまだったらな。今ここにジャンはいないだろう。
Yeah.
ありがとう。
Yeah.
次は必ず撃ちます。
何が本当に正しいかなんて俺は言ってない。
That's the distinction.
そんなことはわからないからな。そろそろあいつらの話を聞かないとな。ああ、知ってる。リモ・リーブスだろ。
リーブス商会はこれから全財産没収。俺やあのバカ息子はもちろん部下たちまで何らかの事故になって死ぬだろう。
Jeez, why don't they just take it over?
黙って殺されていいのか。
まさかあんたらにつけと。
俺たちはどうしてもエレンたちの行き先を知りたい。憲兵御用達のあんたたちならできることもあるだ。
エルビー、大変だ。事態が悪化した。
問題は何だ。
Are they
I
gonna
love
bring
how
it up?
Erwin's so calm and everything, and he's still just got with the
早
one
く
arm.
救出しないと。エレンは食われる。
Yeah, yeah.
本当にリヴァイたちがいるのか。いますよ。協力するって約束でなんとか解放されてきたん
Oh,
で
to
す。
lure some of them here. Gotcha.
ここか。リーブス貴様。
Nice.
悪い
Smooth.
ね。旦那たち。
Yep.
お待た
For
せ。
you.
もう終わってないだろうね。
ああ、俺も慣れてな
Oh
い。
my gosh.
サレス、私も人間の拷問は初心者なんだが、よろしく頼む。
エレンとヒストリアはどこだ。なぜヒストリアを狙う。レイスケとは何だ。
遅い。急ぐんだよ。こっちは。
Jeez, Hanji! Oh my god!
Hey, she
Like
makes
she's
promises,
right,
not
but
threats.
she's scared. That's where this is based out
エ
of.
レンたちを助けるためとはいえ。
僕らはもういい人じゃないよ。
Whoa,
ごめん。サネスほどうまく剥がせなくて。
buddy.
狭い壁の中で、なぜ今まで戦争が起きなかったかわかるか。俺たち第一憲兵がこの汚い手で守ってきたんだよ。下手に利口な教師から空を飛ぼうとしたバカな夫婦も、田舎の牧場にいたバイトも全部俺たちが消したから人類はやってこら。俺には王がいる。俺はこの壁の安泰と王を信じてる。俺たちのやってきたことは間違ってないと。けど
Wow.
こんなに言いたかったんだね。
Let him think about it for a little bit.
おい、押すなよ。
Oh. Nice, nice. Whoa. See, he's just reading out what he has to say. Yep.
さあサネス、気を取り直そう。私も辛いけど頑張って拷問する。
レイスケが本当の商人ってのは信用が売り物じゃなかったのかよ。
Whoa,
リヴァイの場所を聞き出さなくてもよかったんですか。
Holy crap.
黙ってても奴は出てくる。リヴァイ・アッカーマンはそういうやつだ。
Wait. Levi Ackerman?
ヒストリア。今まですまなかった。
The plot thickens. Holy crap. Holy crap. Okay. All right.
That was a good episode.
That was another just jam-packed episode.
Oh,
so
you have no idea.
we got ODM gear, like ODM gasm, like just everything. Yeah, it was amazing, guys. That was some of the best stuff we've seen.
Like
from Attack on Titan.
that was just, I didn't even know what I was seeing. I was like, oh my god, this is so good. Like,
well done.
Yeah,
wow. But
Studio Wit. If I had a hat, I would take it off too. Like
the cool things with Levi this episode were related to his past with Kenny the Ripper, with him being a leader, with also kind of him utilizing kind of a little bit of knowledge of the city against Kenny and his comrades, but ultimately they failed due to just how well they had this whole thing planned out, and the fact that in the interior section of the walls, the scouts are at a serious disadvantage, so it's not worth chasing down that area, because they could, like, guys, this is basically like the scouts have,
they can't do a prolonged chase because,
no, but their numbers are small enough to where it doesn't matter now. But the idea that they were trying to coerce the Reeves guy into joining up with them, that's like Civil War material stuff.
Oh yeah,
that's the kind of thing where like, no, we're gonna get some money, we're gonna get some like actual like backers, you know, in this whole thing. That's the kind of thing where like, you know, insurrection, we're gonna like have to have, you know, the scouts exterminated or something.
Exactly,
or at the very least like certain squads,
right? Because before it's, you know, okay, you know, put them on ice, right? And it's like, all right, we all know what that's sort of, you know, that's sort of a front for things, right? But now it's like, oh no, there's probably going to be posters, you know, for like, if you see these people, bring them in,
right?
You know.
It's something where when we saw the king again and all the others, they were like, we should, you know, go after them to the extent of the law, but not like the fullest extent. Just basically what the law would demand, so that the people respond positively to the after effects of the aftermath of what they do.
Yeah, just say they ended up like killing some people,
or they kill maybe you know, the leaders, they have them executed or something like that. But then maybe some of the lower ranking people they put to slave work in mines or something like that.
Sure,
like, it's the kind of thing where they don't gun them all down in cold blood.
Right. You don't go genocide. You just say, oh, there was some sort of splinter cell, something within the scouting regiment. Now they're all at least, you know, they're all treasonous at least. Yeah. And we have to do an investigation, but these ones for sure, if you see them, you know, they are enemies of the state, you know?
and they can basically have all the leverage they need to do whatever they need to do with them at that point, if they go through kind of the public procedures enough. The thing, though, is that this Kenny guy seems like a loose cannon. He seems like someone who they're utilizing, but it's like, wait, is he really with the military police? Is he a part of that first interior squad? Or is he like a mercenary that they hired because he utilizes those weird, guns, even though they have ODM gear, that doesn't necessarily mean that they're military 100%. It's something that we haven't really discussed, but I would say that they're at the very least military sanctioned in whatever their efforts are. But I wonder how many times the interior people or the people even in the city see people with ODM gear going after other people with ODM gear. That's probably very rare.
Sure.
So those people that saw that whole thing go down are probably very scared or very like,
sure,
okay, that happened. I'm just going to go about my business. I don't know what that is. That's just their thing.
And I'm not sure what city what area they're in right now, or they were in, like that fight took place. So,
they might have been actually in trust.
Yeah, they might have. So it could be it could also be something, and I'm talking in could be's and stuff because I don't remember all the details, and all that stuff.
Right, you're not trying to mislead me.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And a lot of stuff wasn't necessarily gone into in detail in the manga and things like that. So they might be able to do that here. But it could also be that these guys were just only in the inside Walshina.
Sure.
Yeah, and it's just like they just stay in there, and there's some special branch or something like that, and they never have a reason to go outside. Of that wall or something until now or whatever.
Sure, that makes sense. Okay, so the big things that happened this episode was the fight, which is amazing. The animation is so good, guys. So good.
Yeah.
I liked that the kids, what is their squad number? It's like 140 whatever.
104th?
Yeah, 104th squad or what have you. They're, now Levi's squad. And they got involved and helped, but Armin having to kill someone to protect John.
He froze out.
Right. Yeah. I love that they brought in the dynamic of them killing someone doesn't automatically make them good or bad because of their reasons. The fact that they just did it makes them in the questionable area.
Right.
And it's something that Armin bringing up, like, guys, we're not good people anymore. Basically that, like, we've done things that, like, it's the excuses that we would give are like, yeah, they might be good excuses, but they're ultimately excuses.
Right. It's like we can't erase the fact that we have still ended human life.
Right. Because up until this point, they were just killing Titans. And it's pretty easy when you don't consider your enemy as people. There's a lot of...
Even though they did figure out that whole thing, about the Titans being people, and it's like, okay, that's an issue.
But even then, it's the whole zombie thing. It's that they're not people anymore. Like, they might have been people at some point.
Right.
But speaking about the whole Titans people thing, so I've got the transcript right here talking about the whole Ymir Bertolt conversation. There was that brought back up in this episode, specifically with Hanji freaking out to Erwin about it, and she brought up something that I think ties into what I was going to talk about, but also maybe unveils something that I wasn't necessarily going to talk about. So the conversation starts with Bertolt saying, when you turned back into a human, do you remember who you ate? Ymir says, no, I don't remember, but if it was 5 years ago, was it one of your comrades? Bertolt just pauses and doesn't say anything, basically confirming yes. And we saw this in Ymir's flashback, that there was a fourth person along with Annie, Reiner, and Bertolt. And that person, for all intents and purposes, was a person that could change into a Titan. Like, there's almost...
Sure, it makes sense. Why else would they be
there? Like, they went in there and they had, like, a mission. Like, they're like, they've got a specific, reason to go in there and do all this. Ymir realizes that she's, kind of she needs to be a little bit sensitive, and she says, I see. Sorry for not even remembering. And he says, it's not your fault for forgetting. It was the same for us too. So right there you have a connection that Bertolt and Reiner ate someone. Like, they ate someone. Now, Ymir goes, oh, I see. Basically being like, that's kind of new information for me. So it's the thing that happened to me is the same thing that happened to them, and there's a little bit of a, oh, that's a thing. Then Bertolt drops the biggest deuce of it all. Eren doesn't seem to remember either. Like, you know what this is basically confirming, guys, right? Like the PewDiePie. Yeah. You know what this is basically confirming, guys? Who's the one character that disappeared from the story after giving Eren a little bit of a needle injection? And who got a needle injection in the in their flashback when they were kicked off of a wall? I
don't know.
Yeah. Eren's dad just disappeared from, from the story. He's just gone. He's give like this message that was like imprinted into Eren's brain and stuff. And I've always
tears
thought
streaming down his face.
Right. Yeah. I've always wondered, like, that scene just seems so weird and like whatever. And I'm like, I've never even tried to like figure it out more than I was pretty sure that whatever happened there made Eren able to turn into a Titan.
Right, yeah.
And then Ymir says, is that how it works? Do you resent me for it? And Bertolt's like, I'm not sure. I don't know. You probably didn't want to eat a human either. Probably didn't want to. Cannibalism is not something people generally want to do. How long were you wandering outside the walls for? About 60 years. It was like I was stuck in a nightmare that would never end. And here's the thing. When Eren thinks back to the time when his dad injected him with something that I think actually was more likely the coordinate, here's an actual tie-in as to like why his dad even has some kind of secret or even has some kind of something in the basement that's worthwhile. I think the reveal in the basement is going to be that his dad was a Titan, someone that could change into a Titan, and Eren had to eat him in order for basically the Titan thing to pass on. So now we have another whole dynamic to this show where people have, like Titan, like Titans that they can transform into and stuff. And it's like, oh, okay, cool. But like, let's think about the regular Titans. Now, I know I'm in like speculation territory, so you don't want to like lead me on or anything like that. But like, what is the Titans' singular thing that they desire to do?
Eat humans.
Why? They don't need to eat humans. They don't need them to survive. They don't need them to survive. What if the consumption aspect, the eating, allows for change? There's something in there that allows for a transformation, if you will. Okay. I wonder what happens if a regular Titan eats a human that can transform into a Titan.
Well, we've seen basically what it is. That's what happened with Ymir.
Well, that's the thing. We don't like. I don't like. Okay. So here's the thing. Where like I'm confused. Is that like Ymir was injected? She gets kicked off there.
Yep.
She
wanders
into a
around
Titan
for 60 years.
Right. But the thing is that like she looked basically like the same as when she was in season 2, when she was originally turned into a Titan stuff.
Yep.
So basically, the eating of the person that could change from a Titan just basically gave her the ability to go back to a human.
Sure,
and that was in the sound of Silence music. It was beautiful.
Call of Silence.
A Call of Silence. Thank you.
And it was that I
love that part so much. So but basically, if that's basically, it's like, oh yeah, it's pretty clear and simple right there. There's nothing more to it. That's basically saying that all the Titans are doing are trying to figure out a way to get back to being human. Do you realize how like sad that is? That's basically the whole thing of this story, is that humans, through some whatever, started turning into Titans.
Sure.
Whatever.
Yep.
Titans have this like never-ending nightmare, as Ymir describes it, that they'll just go into. And their only desire is to eat. Why? Because I think subconsciously
the nightmare will end.
They have a thought that maybe the nightmare will end if I just get lucky. If I just
hit the jackpot.
Yep. And that is so just Attack on Titan. It's so dark. It's so sad. And yet it's so just brilliant.
Oh yeah.
So I can't see anything else that this is alluding to. But the thing that Hanji brought up was that Eren might get eaten soon, which means that guys, like, you realize like what this means is basically that like this is where I think it's a little bit crazy, is that they need well, or at the very least, this is where I think it gets a little bit dicey, is what if a human just actually cannibalizes a human that can change into a Titan? Is there anything different that happens there? Because that's where I think some of the Dr. Yeager stuff comes into being very interesting. Is that why are there people in power
instead of Titans?
Instead of, yeah, because I don't think that we're going to end up finding some big reveal or whatever that everyone is, you know, basically a person that can change into a Titan.
Right. You get Titan powers. You get Titan powers. Right. Everybody gets Titan powers.
Right, but more something that, like, what you don't know are kind of the things that you can do with this whole Titan thing.
Gotcha.
Like, why... Like, why is Historia important in addition to... Okay.
Well, they kind of said that in the episode.
Well, she is the true... royal
exactly.
Family. Yeah. They mentioned that the Rice family is actually the royal family. So actually that puts some credence in the fact that the king might not even be like the king. Like there might be
like some puppet or something like that.
He might be someone that's just like, oh, wait a minute. They've never said the king's name, right?
Fritz.
Oh, they did?
Yeah.
Oh, was that in season 2?
It might have been, but they also mentioned it in this season.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure they didn't mention it in season 1.
Okay, because I
might have mentioned it in season 2.
Because I was thinking that maybe that's part of why the king is special, and why that one guy, Sanis, believes in the king. Like, he has faith in the king.
That's the other crazy thing that happened in this episode.
Yeah, that was a little bit crazy. But what if the king is messing with this whole Titan thing or whatever, and he's like really old, I love going Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood on these kinds of things. I love the whole conspiracy.
You're like, I'm sorry, I saw a dude that was sort of like with long blonde hair on a chair, not saying anything. He's ancient and performed some sort of blood ritual.
I totally see him performing some kind of weird eating special Titan prepared food or something like that.
See, Titans can actually be made to be used to make philosopher's stones, is the thing.
all right. I'm done with that whole thing there. I think I've basically found what they were trying to hint at with this episode. In fact, I think it was almost basically confirmed. It's something that I think they're banking on enough people forgetting about.
Sure.
Because it happened way back in season 1.
But then they brought it back up.
But then they brought it back up here, so we're probably going to get a thing where Eren will find out about this through other means of proxies, and he'll have a bit of a a breakdown because him killing his own dad. No, worse, him potentially eating his own dad. That's messed up. The other thing that's crazy this episode that happened, and I think it was kind of a wait, is that a thing? It might not be a thing at all, but Mikasa's last name is Ackerman.
Ah, yes.
Hey, okay, you just gave it away. It is a thing. Okay, all right. So Levi is the same last name? I guess he does kind of look kind of Oriental or Asian. Don't even go there. Okay. Well, but that's the thing, is that Mikasa's family or what have you has never really been a thing that's brought back up outside the context of Mikasa's trauma. It's just a thing that this was a traumatic event that happened.
Well, also one other thing to remember is that Mikasa's last name is Ackerman, so that means the dad had the last name of Ackerman, not the mom.
Well, yeah, so, I get that. But that means that on some level, I mean, there's no way they would just bring it in there, because in anime, they're not going to waste time coming up with names to have them not be connected if the names are the same. So So Levi is related to Mikasa. And in fact, in some ways, what I find to be really funny about this is that they're both the legendary fighters and stuff. So I think it might be something that it's not going to be relevant like anytime soon. But I think it's a fun thing to be like, hey, just pay attention.
Yeah, new plot point.
There's a little side plot that just opened up right there.
You know?
yeah, exactly. Like maybe Levi heard the name, Mikasa Ackerman, and he's just like, yeah, let's keep her around. Like, oh, she's like the best in her class. Yeah, that sounds about right. Okay,
it's like freaking True Grit. She reminds me of me.
But like, I've never like thought of like I wonder what Levi's like, family or past or whatever is like. But this like last two episodes are basically like Levi's gonna get serious backstory stuff coming up very soon.
And one of the things that's weird, and I'm not too clear on how all this actually works, but Levi's last name is, and they don't really like talk about it much, but it's Rivaille, like Rivaille or something like that.
His actual first name?
Last name.
Oh, last name.
Or at least that's like so yeah, and I'll have to see how this goes. This episode
just confused me a lot.
Okay, that's fine. But this episode confused me.
Oh, really?
Because again, that whole clip paste thing, the fact
so they're really condensing things again.
The fact that they killed Mr. Reeves here. Now I haven't read the manga for this section in a while.
Oh,
but he was around for a while.
Whoa.
So yeah.
Do you think it's okay to be telling me that?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So it was just one of those things where it's like, how fast are they going? Like,
because this is a two-core
show,
right? So like, if they're two-core season,
yeah. So if they're this far on episode 2 of the season,
where are they going to be at episode 20?
Yeah.
Huh. Well, that gives me a lot of hope, because I was worried about Attack on Titan essentially running itself a bit ragged with trying to keep up the hype.
Oh, gotcha.
And if you're basically telling me that they're like making a beeline through a lot of content, what that tells me is that, one, there's a lot of content to work with.
There is a lot of content to work with,
and
yes.
Two, basically that they are not concerned about the Attack on Titan story getting milked for essentially
for too much kind of
too
thing.
Much, yeah.
And
basically that it getting like just getting drained.
Money.
Yeah. So if anything, that means like, well, this show can't go on forever. So they're basically saying, hey, we're going to go towards the ending faster than the rest of you manga people thought.
Right, because this section of the manga had some pacing problems.
Okay,
it was a bit slow. You could tell that the writer was basically like, okay, I need to come up with the next part of the story, kind of a thing, because I have the general outline, but it's also like, okay, let's do this.
Gotcha.
And this, I'm so happy. I am so happy with this episode, not just with the visuals, because I mean, come on, watching Levi fly around with the ODM gear was.
Like just pleasure.
It was amazing.
Yeah.
But this is what basically I feel an adaptation should try and do. Not just to represent the original material accurately and well, but to actively try to improve on it.
Sure.
And this so far,
it's a dangerous thing to do.
It's a dangerous thing to do. Yeah. But this is doing it.
Okay.
Like,
I mean, let's not count our chickens or whatever
before they're hatched,
because what happens in say 6 episodes where they cut like your favorite bit, and you'll be like, but.
All I'm gonna say is that this season is going to be amazing. I'm in my mind tracking.
Oh, really?
These 2 first episodes, kind of a thing, and being like,
you're doing the math.
Yeah. I'm like, and it's just kind of breaking my mind right now. So
cool. Awesome.
Yeah,
guys. Like, there's so much like that I kind of want to talk about, but I basically wanted to come up like and bring up those things because like I'm tracking for like there's going to be some big reveals coming up very soon. I think I theorized in the stream in between season 2 and 3 stream that this season would be about the truth, about what's really going on, and I cited the whole Historia plot point as being unfinished from season 2 as kind of the main thing that would carry into this one here.
And she was a very big focus in the ending.
Not only in the ending and stuff, but it feels like this whole thing with Levi and Kenny is like the primer to get us back into the hype action for what will be like the big stuff, which is basically like, yeah, so we're gonna have someone eat Eren, and we're going to take the coordinate probably, because I'm guessing that like the coordinate thing is just like this extra crazy thing, because because at the very least it's the thing that can control all the Titans,
right? Because Reiner and Bertholdt knew that Eren could turn into a Titan, but they did not know until the very end of season 2 that he possessed the coordinate,
right?
At which point they promptly freaked out.
So the coordinate is probably like we can actually break down this a little bit, just a little bit, is that if we now know that the eating of Titans or people that can change into Titans can like essentially give that person who ate them the Titan kind of shifting thing, is that the needle with the injection was not the was not the ability to change into a Titan. That was actually the coordinate.
Okay, gotcha.
Like that is something that like this is stuff where we they're again doing the thing that season 2 where they're like, were you watching closely in season 1? Because we seeded everything there. Like
they even basically told you go back and rewatch some of season 2.
They did in this one. It's just like whoa. All right, guys. I don't want to cut this too short, but
one thing I have to bring up
okay.
is that Titan that ate Eren was really unlucky, I guess.
Oh, wow.
Because
oh my god, you're right. Whoa. So was it because Eren hadn't died, or was it because like does it need to be like a specific like thing within the human body that needs to be consumed, like because Eren lost his leg and his arm, so it's probably not blood. So is it like spinal fluid or like brain matter? I could see it being brain matter. Watch it be brain matter.
So they're actually just zombies going.
They're
around
actually
eating
just
brains?
Zombies eating brains. Yep. Like I figured it out. That's what it is. So all this stupid Santa Titan had to do was to bite down on half of Eren's head when he was doing the whole like Armin.
Yeah, he just had to chew.
That's why you
always chew your food.
Always chew your food, you freaking idiot Titans. No, I mean we're glad because now we get our lovely boy Rage Monster that he's gonna go beyond plus ultra. His drill will pierce the heavens. His Titan will break the wall or fix the wall. Sorry, like that. Yeah. All right, guys. I could discuss on this for so long, but I feel like I actually want to hold it here because it's more just rambling and stuff. But yeah, guys, if you want to see our full-length reaction to this, go check out the link in the description below for our Patreon. And if you want to be involved in the live episode, week-by-week discussion, go check out our Discord on our Patreon. Any level of support gets you access to that, and you can chat with us about anything on there, and of course not spoiler stuff, but yeah.
You can chat with me about spoilers.
Yeah, that's true. You can. Yeah. If any of that interests you, we'll see you there. But until then, we're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we'll see you all next time.